Ancient Greece. A threat of war. The sun blazes over the Greek city-state of Athens. A boy dashes home from school. He has heard rumors of war with another city-state called Sparta. The boy finds his mother in the courtyard making dinner. He shares his worries about Sparta. Its army is the fiercest in the land. The boy's father will have to serve as a hoplite. Can Athens survive this war? Who were the ancient Greeks? Ancient Greece was a civilization from around 1200 BCE to 31 BCE. At its largest, it covered all of modern-day Greece and the western coast of Turkey. It also included many islands in the Mediterranean, Aegean, and Ionian seas. Because of its location, ancient Greeks were skilled sailors. This boosted trade to help Greece grow. The Greeks called themselves Hellenes. This name came from a character in Greek mythology. Ancient Greece reached its height of culture during its classical period. During this time, Greece may have numbered more than 2 million people. Ancient Greece is remembered for many new ideas in math, art, government, and philosophy. Greeks even created the first Olympic Games. Athens founded the first democracy. The city-state became the Greek center for learning and knowledge. Greek philosophers changed the way people thought. Many of their ideas are still used today. Plato and Aristotle were among the first to understand the world through logic. Plato's teacher, Socrates, did not give students answers. Instead, he asked questions to have students think for themselves. Ancient Greek did not think of Greece as one country. Instead, the region was divided into independent communities called city-states. Mountains, seas, and a rocky landscape made travel difficult. They kept city-states separated. Greece eventually had more than 1,000 city-states. Each had its own rulers, laws, and customs. But city-states also had things in common. They shared the same language and gods. Many religious sites were shared. Over time, city-states shared the same alphabet too. Most Greek city-states, including Sparta, were oligarchies. In other places, such as Corinth, tyrants took control by force. A handful of regions had monarchies. In 510 BCE, Athenians revolted against their tyrant leader. By 508, the city-state had created a democracy. It allowed all free adult men to vote. The democracy lasted nearly 200 years. Then, King Philip II of Macedonia took control and returned Athens to a single ruler. War helped ancient Greek city-states expand and control their borders. During the Persian Wars from 492 to 449 BCE, city-states fought together. They defeated the powerful Persian Empire. At other times, city-states fought against each other. From 431 to 404 BCE, Athens and Sparta battled for territory in the bloody Peloponnesian War. Sparta won, but years of fighting weakened both sides. In 338 BCE, Philip II conquered Greece. His son, Alexander the Great, divided up the region. Alexander brought Greek culture to many other parts of his empire. Daily life. Most Greeks were farmers. Men with the best farmland were often the wealthiest and most powerful. Men also worked as soldiers and traders. The least powerful Greeks were laborers, slaves, and women. In most city-states, women rarely left the house except to attend the religious ceremonies and public baths. Instead, they worked inside the home and cared for children. They cooked outside in small courtyards. Only the largest homes had indoor kitchens and baths. Classical period, Athens and Sparta. In most Greek states, only boys attended school. They learned math, reading, and writing. Many learned to play a musical instrument. Mothers taught their daughters at home. Girls learned to cook, weave, and take care of households. Sparta was different. From age 7 to 20, Spartan boys attended school called agoges. They learned military skills and self-control to be good citizens. Adult men committed their lives to the army. Spartan girls also went to school. They learned athletic skills. Only wealthy Spartans learned to read. Beliefs and culture. Religion was an important part of ancient Greek life. The Greeks believed in dozens of gods and goddesses. The 12 most important were a family who lived on Mount Olympus. Each god controlled a different part of life, such as the weather or the environment. Priests were both men and women who served specific gods. Myths about the gods guided Greeks' values and actions. Greeks often looked for signs from the gods to tell the future. They thanked the gods with food, flowers, and other offerings. Religion often inspired Greek art. Many temples honored the gods and goddesses. The most famous of these is called the Parthenon. It was built for Athena. The Parthenon overlooks Athens from a hill called the Acropolis. The gods also appeared in Greek pottery and sculpture. Artists painted scenes of gods and myths. They sculpted smooth marble statues of the gods. The Greeks valued simplicity, beauty, and order. Art and architecture reflected these ideas. Storytelling was another part of Greek life. Epic poems such as the Iliad and the Odyssey were first passed down orally, but during the 8th century BCE, the Greek alphabet was developed. A poet named Homer wrote the poems down. Many students still read them today. The new writing system led to even more Greek literature. Historians recorded important wars and events. Philosophy books explained how to live a good life. Plays taught people about history, moral lessons, or myths. The fall of ancient Greece. Ancient Greece controlled the Mediterranean region for centuries. Alexander the Great spread Greek culture throughout the Macedonian Empire, but the empire fell apart when Alexander died in 323 BCE. Warfare became common between Greece and other former Macedonian states. Meanwhile, Rome was gaining power. In 146 BCE, the Romans seized mainland Greece, but they did not destroy Greece completely. Romans respected and even copied Greek philosophy, religion, and architecture. In 31 BCE, Rome officially brought Greece under Roman rule. The great city-states would never return. Today, Greece is a small country of nearly 11 million people. Many ancient ruins stand among newer buildings. Sites like the Parthenon offer important clues about the ancient world. Ancient Greek culture continues to impact Western civilization. Modern buildings feature ancient Greek columns. Many students learn through teaching methods from ancient philosophers. Democracy is now an important form of government across the globe. Ancient Greece has long passed, but its culture still inspires people today. Ancient Greece.